mic is mine. If it works, it does. It works, and we also have Alyssa, who's also a Red Light Radio asset. I couldn't live without her on my Tuesday night prayer meeting nights. She will provide us with some tunes that I asked you guys to bring. Although Pascal, you just told me you didn't want to talk about music. Why? Why is it boring to talk about
Well, I
music?
want to talk about music, but I brought some records, but I don't know.
You just
Talk
don't
about
feel like it.
what's that?
You just don't feel like it.
Yeah,
Meh.
yeah. I want to
Meh.
just
Well,
talk about
We
like
don't want to let you guys know how shitty our music taste is. We don't want to talk about Taylor Swift.
we can talk about something
on, though,
else.
go
We can talk
on.
about Mariah Carey if you want.
oh no. Yeah.
Why?
Taylor Swift. That's all. That's also yeah.
Well, I was
Swift-
just talking about how her dad was a billionaire banker who essentially was one of the motherfuckers who caused the financial crisis. So basically, she's had everything paid for her whole life,
Her whole career.
her whole
Yeah,
career.
yeah.
Yeah,
would've loved
she hasn't
that,
had to
but-
work for anything.
But then she got a manager.
And then she, well, no, she probably already had a manager, but she's an asset to her family's well-being. So she's actually
Yeah.
making more money for her folks. It's like,
Yeah.
it's nuts.
So don't talk about that.
No, let's not talk
Let's,
about
Okay.
that.
let's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
talk about
cool.
But,
Let's not
but
do
Ari,
that.
you did bring some tracks, and I just
But
want
I don't know what I brought.
You-
That's the thing.
that's
I just kind of like
well,
half-assed it.
I wanted to treat this anyway like kind of an invisible jukebox style. Let's just listen to some music and then talk about it. And then I'm really curious to hear. Alyssa, do you have something ready?
Okay.
What's on there?
Do you?
Do you? Just hit play. Yeah.
Just hit play.
Shitty music.
Invisible jukebox. Live on Red Light Radio. No, I mean, the reason why I asked you to bring records instead of like talking about your own music is because people can, find out for themselves what Peking Lights sound like. And I hope they're all going to come and see the show. And the same goes for the Ambassade. Um, Aaron, you released your EP, Seas on Sand, last year on Dekmantel. You guys are going to release Duistere Kamers in September on Knekelhuis, one of my favorite Dutch labels as well. But we all, myself included, come from a very independent music background. We all, I think, grew up in like punk and hardcore scenes. So I was really curious to see how
But
you
I
guys.
didn't bring any of that stuff though.
Yeah,
I was like, playing in like power violence bands
exactly.
and like in the 90s, so and noise bands. I mean, essentially, and to me, like Peaking Lights doesn't have. It's like a whole other side of it. But
But a natural progression into what
well,
you do now,
well,
right?
it's weird. Well, it's weird because like when we started Peaking Lights, I was like, let's make it like let's do it as a noise band, and Indra's like, no, let's write songs. And I was in the late '90s. I was in like a goth band, and I was just so sick of being in a band. I swore I was never going to be in a band again and play like
Why
regular.
was that actually?
Why was I sick of being in a band?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, Pascal.
It's the most cool thing to do. I mean, right? Just,
What, stick six
on.
guys in a van
I
and
mean,
drive
the
through
only thing you
smelly
have to
Europe?
do
Free, so maybe
is
that's
have
it.
a good person to ride your car and bring you everywhere. I mean, that's only the most hustle you have. Like those kind of production stuff. But in the end, it's like it's cool. Go in a band.
Well, now
He is in a
now I'm
band.
actually like more open to. But there was just a period of like where I was just like, no way am I going to be in like a regular band. And so when we started, it was like whatever it progresses into, it'll progress into, and it turned more into like writing songs. But I mean, I like before I was doing like way different. And I still do that stuff as well. Let now actually DJ. There's a folder in there and one of those USB sticks. I think it says Void 99 in it on it. You see one that says Void 99?
Void 99.
Yeah. Maybe. Well, anyways, so
Good name for a techno
Like the
DJ.
solo stuff is like more like I still do noise and like still do like harsh stuff. So Peaking Lights is just a total left turn from that. But the stuff that Indra and I came together for like writing songs because she really wanted to write songs was like Kraftwerk, Chris and Cozy, Throbbing Gristle, like more in that line, and then it just become what it's become. And still with that band, I feel like we're still like left turn, can never do anything the same.
But you'd still consider yourselves a band, right?
Now, I mean, it's a duo, which I think is a little bit,
Different.
maybe a little bit different. Less people to deal with.
Also, when you're married, you have different conversations, I presume, or is being in a band? Being in a band is like being married.
Yeah, we are married though.
You are, right?
officially, yeah.
Because you actually, I mean, the Ambassade and then Dolkhout are, in that sense, the same. You play different music. I mean, as the Ambassade, you want to be something different. But I mean, Dimitri, you're also part of Dolkhout, the live.
Yeah, but I think the main difference is that as like opposed to the Ambassade, it's like I write stuff, and Dolkhout it's more him, and I'm just a band member.
It's like for me, it's like also like in a way like a left turn. What he was saying. It has a different approach. It's different time period.
And do you need to separate them like clearly? Is there boundaries for like, okay, so we're now going to work just on Ambassade stuff for like 6 months and then go back to Dolkhout?
I don't have to. I
No,
don't have
that
to
was
think
pretty-
really think about that.
No, it's pretty naturally.
Pretty
Like he comes
naturally,
up
yeah.
with something, or I come up with something.
Yeah.
Then it's pretty easily divided into either
Yeah.
this or that, and there's
I don't know. We don't think about
yeah,
that really.
there's not that much like crossover between
No.
both projects
No,
for some weird reason. But
How did the need for Ambassade start?
The need for Ambassade.
Yeah, why? I mean, you could have become. I mean, Dolkhout
I mean,
could have
you-
also
you-
been a platform for
it's-
Dimitri to step into, right?
I don't
No,
even
but-
know if there was like really a need. I
no,
think
it's just it
I think
evolved in writing. What do you have? Like writing songs.
yeah, and then
you
some
know,
stuff
it's-
happened that didn't really fit the Dolkhout moniker.
Yeah,
so
but
then
it was
we just
it
decided,
was
oh,
cool too.
maybe we should release it as a different thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why do both bands have D's in the title? That's my bigger question.
Ooh,
That's a good one.
good question.
Yeah.
It's because we
That's
love
a
double
good one.
D's. No,
Okay.
I don't know.
No. Wow.
But there is
I don't
something with
know.
D's. I mean, your Ambassade release, which is also spelled quite erratically. Duistre is like not.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's, I don't know. It sounds, I like to play with words, and it with the Ambassade, it's a project with mainly with more lyrics than with the Dolkar project, of course. Also lyric wise, I love to play with stuff, and I don't know. I find it funny. It's just was yeah.
How is
Came
that?
up to me like that.
Lyrics are important for you guys as well, right? I mean, Indra writes most of them, I presume.
I mean, I write a fair amount of them too, or like I'm involved in them. I mean, I guess the lyrics that we always try and like, in a weird way, try and like include like, because coming from like maybe it's a punk background, try and include like these like these metaphor, like using metaphors as like ways to like, comment on different shit, different things, different issues, but not having it be so blatant that it's like, I don't know.
Too obvious. No, because I'm asking about it because when I was thinking about, okay, what is the link between you and the reason probably why Dekmantel wanted you guys on the same couch to talk about music is that you fall into this psychedelic landscape. But what I like about your music is that there's always this very dark edge, and especially it sounds light. The music is very accessible, I would say, but there's always this undertone of eeriness, of things that are not quite right, and it's that type of psychedelic music, I think, that
That's
makes
because
your
we
work.
play it live, because it's not all programmed. It's not all like totally on the grid.
Yeah.
And that I literally think that like messes with people's minds now, because people are so used to having everything quantized. I mean, we've always played everything live and always done.
But why it's dark? I mean, we live in dark times. There's always something to write about, something to complain or
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, but then
and that makes me like that it gives me the drive always to
but then
to
the audience, the audiences that you find yourself playing for, especially when you consider the electronic music scene and, playing festivals like Dekmantel, there is this hedonistic side to it, and to the audience at least as well.
Did you say hedonistic?
Yeah. It's do they want to be engaged? Do they want to be confronted? But that's why, a festival like this, no?
No. It's weird. The hedonism thing is really weird because like there's been multiple times when people like will fuck when we're playing, or like
I read a story about that. The last time you did a solo set in the OT,
someone's getting a blowjob.
A blowjob,
but that's
yeah.
That's not the first time we played this thing in.
I had
in
that
New
twice.
York. More, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but people like to fucking get it on when we're playing.
But that's okay.
We played this show, and there was like it was in New York on New Year's Eve, and there was like off the side of the stage there was kind of a dark
alley room.
yeah,
A
it was
dark
like
room.
It wasn't a
The-
room.
the
It was
dark
just like a
alley.
big couch, and there were like 6 or 7 people, maybe 8 people in this like area, all fucked up on acid. And they wrote me after, and they're like, "We totally had an orgy while you were playing. Everybody was fucking," and I was like,
You're like,
yeah.
too
I
much
was like, "It's
information
awesome."
or like awesome?
No. I was like, that's awesome. I mean, it's cool that you can invoke if you can invoke that in people. Yeah, why not?
You had it happen as well.
Totally agreed on that. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm super night blind, so I don't really see anything that's going on around me when I'm playing. It's like
What
I have no
people
clue.
do whatever.
Yeah, they can do whatever
Yeah.
because I'm gonna do whatever
Yeah.
anyway. But,
Yeah. Hey, maybe we should listen to you had something ready, right, Alyssa? A little musical break, and then let's see if we can put on what you brought as well.
A vinyl
Vinyl
record.
Luna Park
Yeah.
Lederhosen, yeah?
Lederhosen.
But first we have something else. It's I think it's. Melodic in the end.
Yeah.
Tuxedo Moon, right?
Tuxedo Moon with the whole like reverb like wash over it.
Yeah.
Well, you said an interesting word earlier. You said like I like to invoke, or I don't mind if my music invokes things. So is there like a spiritual side that you are? Is that what you're looking for? Like this immersive experience when you're playing?
Again, it depends, I guess, like what the setting is. Like, I don't know. I think like with peaking lights, we have like a couple different modes that we'll do. Like, we'll do one like tonight when we play, we'll just do like song mode, like full on songs. We played Dusseldorf. We did like a mode where it was like there was no break between the songs. It was just like all like improvised, like super rhythmic and heavy. And then sometimes we'll do like ambient sets, or I mean, just like we do whatever,
Yeah.
whatever seems right for the occasion. I guess.
Okay, and with the Ambassade, does it work the same way, or is it, I've never seen the I've seen Dulkraut live, where I can imagine that you do have the,
We also have
prolonged
that.
songs,
We
but
also,
with the
yeah.
Ambassade, it's more like because they're more sculptured as pop songs, I would say.
They have different.
Well,
They have different arrangements.
yeah, I think
Flows,
like
of
arrangement
course.
wise they're a
But
bit different, but for me it's still like we just do what we do,
yeah,
and there's no like mode attached to that or whatever. It's just like we
no.
start and we stop, and in between we just do what we do, and not really be like super self-conscious about what we're doing at that moment. It's just
But you can improvise on Ambassador songs in the sense that you could. Well, I mean, it's actually I like it when you go to a show and you know the songs, but then they're stretched out, from like the perfect 4 minutes to a 15-minute
Yeah,
jam.
yeah, we can,
yeah,
but
yeah.
it's like we're not gonna decide whether we're actually gonna do that or not. It's just gonna be
No.
like
It just
a
happens.
split-second thing, and then we just do what we do, and it's like, oh yeah, okay, and then it just happens.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And in the recording process, how much do you leave to chance?
Ooh.
A chance for a good record, yeah, that would be good.
Yeah. Well, that's not much. we just
I don't
no.
think no.
We thought that part over.
Yeah, a
Like,
lot, yeah,
pretty
yeah,
much.
I think we
yeah.
did. It's
Yeah.
like, is this too long? Maybe it's too long. Maybe we should go home and listen to it tomorrow.
Yeah, like
And it's like, actually, it's too short.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's kind of the yeah. It's sometimes it's better to just leave the song for a night or two and then
Yeah.
get back
And
to
come
it.
back to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. How is it with you guys when you record? Because you're in the midst of making some new stuff right now,
We
right?
just did one.
Yeah.
But again, it's just different. I don't know if I'm like doing solo stuff. I've gotten to this point where I'm really pissed off because I do a lot of production stuff as well for people, like mixing albums and producing stuff as well for other people, like just kind of like in the studio and with other bands. But so like for like if I'm doing solo stuff, I'm really annoyed with that right now, like about like having everything be so like detailed. I basically I just did this record. Should be coming out relatively soon. That is like I basically just put my mixing console into like a like left and right tape cassette player and just did it all live, and that was it. How it came out was how it came out. And with Peaking Lights, the record that we just did was basically we recorded it all live, and then just did small edit bits with it, but recorded it live. And then the edits were mainly to like just tighten up like transitions. But now playing those songs live, we're playing them live like a bit different because it doesn't necessarily work in the live setting to play them.
Do you prefer to be in the studio or to play live?
I don't know. It just depends. I love being in the studio. It's like I feel the most at home. Like being like a producer because I get to tell people what to do. not really, but like trying to like find vision, and like get people to get things to come together, I guess, in a way that would be imagined as. I think that yeah. So I do love I love being in the studio, but I also like playing live. There's certain energy about it that you can't.
Okay, time to listen to some vinyl. Do you guys want to say something about this? I love the
It's a
cover.
Yeah,
really
it's a
good
really
song.
good record. That's the thing I wanted to say.
From
actually.
1982,
Yeah.
printed in West Germany,
Yeah.
12-inch from the LP Gefangene Vögel.
Westdeutschland, no?
Yeah, Luna Park. I'm not sure. Do we need to know? You have it. Whoop.
Die Song heißt Komm her.
Komm her.
kann spazieren fahren, ich kann das Haus von weitem sehen. Ich sage guten Tag, was für ein Wetter in der Stadt. Ich kann spazieren fahren, ich kann das Haus von weitem sehen. Ich sage guten Tag, was für ein Wetter in der Stadt. Ich schau mir Fernsehen an, der Held kam noch mal davon. Ich höre Radio, ich sprech mit dir am Telefon. Ich schau mir Fernsehen an, der Held kam noch mal davon. Ich höre Radio, ich sprech mit dir am Telefon. Komm her, ich will dich berühren, komm her, will deine Lippen spüren, komm her. Ich will dich berühren, will deine Lippen spüren. Ich kann U-Bahn fahren, ich kann in die Zeitung sehen. Schau dir den Comic an. Boom, Decke, boom, boom. Boom, Decke, boom, boom. Decke, 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 boom, boom. Boom, Decke, boom, boom. Decke, Decke, boom, boom. Ich kann spazieren fahren, ich kann das Haus von weitem sehen. Ich sage guten Tag, was für ein Wetter in der Stadt. Ich schau mir Fernsehen an, der Held kam noch mal davon. Ich höre Radio, ich sprech mit dir am Telefon. Komm her, ich will dich berühren, komm her, will deine Lippen spüren, komm her, ich will dich berühren.
Jawohl.
Jawohl.
Really nice record. Aaron, any thoughts?
I think it's an amazing record.
Right? It's
Yeah.
good. Yeah, never heard of it before.
I really like the bass tone.
It's very heavy on that bass line. I was wondering, do you have time to, because I asked you to bring like musical influences and just to bring a couple of records, but I was wondering, sometimes during when you make your own music, do you have time to listen to other stuff coming out?
Yeah.
Or do you?
Yeah, you know what's crazy is like I used to have like this. I used to have this whole thing where I was like, for years I was super like fucking, I'm not gonna listen to anything new, only old music, and was like, like totally entrenched in like old like listening to old stuff.
I still
still-
have that.
I
Yeah,
still am.
still sort
but-
of stuck in that as
Still,
well.
yeah.
But
It's like-
actually, I think there's a lot of new bands that are really amazing right now. I love the stuff that you guys are doing. It's like amazing.
Oh, thank you.
And you're a
But
new
see, it's like a
band.
contemporary band where it's like I don't know. I put it off for so long, and I actually think that the time that we're living in right now has a lot of amazing musicians. Partially because I think that I don't know. I think that I don't know if it's like there's more access. It's weird. Well, fuck.
I
don't
think
know.
it's
a
both.
weird-
There's more access because you're able to find, like, like when we were younger, or we would exchange like cassettes with friends, and you would tape music for each other.
CDs,
Yeah.
And now you can just, everything's available, which is
Yeah.
amazing. So you have this treasure trove of music to dive into. But you're also right that because of the times, I think there's more people driven to make things.
Yeah, or I don't know. Maybe it's just like make things that I find interesting. More people have access to it, so it's not just this small insular crowd. It's kind of like more people are like, oh shit, there's like cool music, There's like, and so there's more people able to do it now. I don't know. I don't know what it is, because at the same time I have this whole thing where I think that also like economically, like music and making music has become way more expensive, and so it's also like cutting out a lot of people that were
Really, you would say that with like so much
I don't
free
know.
software available. You would
But
say
see,
all
that's
these
the thing.
DIY kids.
Free software for who?
is-
For someone who can afford a $2,000 computer. Like, you know what I mean? It's like it's only those who have access to that. It's not. I don't know. I still believe that maybe like the best band is the band that you haven't heard of because they're using shit that like no one cares about. They're not on the internet because they can't afford to do it. There's still that, and that's out there.
We just need to know where to find it.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at the time because we started a little later, but it's exactly 15 past. And I'm looking at Hugo. One more question. Maybe there's
One
a
more
question from.
Do
Oh,
you
you
have a
have
Do you have
question?
I wanted to
You
say,
have
there's
one.
questions in the audience. Then feel free
Yeah, shoot.
to ask them.
Shoot him, not me, please.
You both still need to play.
If
You need
someone
to play
has
as
a
well.
question here
Don't,
in the
Don't
audience.
shoot. Is there anyone that would like to ask a question?
No one sees that at home, but there's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Really.
Room filled with
A room full, yeah.
radio listeners.
Yeah.
No, well, if no other question, then I need to think of
Okay.
one really quickly.
Whatever.
And I am thinking about. Well, I mean, as I said, I asked you to bring some music.
I did.
I'd like to say though that the songs that got chosen were not necessarily the songs I would have played for this interview. Because I didn't have. I just
Did you-
gave. No, because I just totally did not prepare.
That's fine.
It's okay.
So it's winging it.
It's okay.
That's my
Yeah, but
favorite
they were
way.
good. They
of-
were good ambient tracks.
They were good tracks, and they were very
Especially-
cerebral and very.
The Tuxedo
fitting.
Moon one though, with the
With the reverb?
on it.
That was like the soundtrack of this building, actually.
It's
If
going to
you
be the
Yeah.
soundtrack of the festival, I think. I'm really looking forward to this year's Dekmantel, and especially, it will mean that I will miss you guys tonight, but I'm so much looking forward to seeing Sun play.
I miss you too already.
I will. I can come over.
No, you can still see Sun and catch us.
and catch you guys.
Oh, yeah.
And then, and we'll be able to catch you. You're playing, Aaron. Picking Lights is going live at the Tolhuistuin.
Yeah,
What time?
it's like 8 or 8:30, I think.
Yeah, still tickets
You
available.
guys are playing there too, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
later.
yeah, all in the Tolhuistuin lineup, and it's going to be. Is it going to be outside or inside?
Inside.
Inside. Ah, that's a pity.
Yeah.
I like the garden of the
Yeah.
Tolhuistuin. But very quickly round up because I'm always curious to see. But if you would have to, and I know I hate the question when I get it myself. But what is your favorite record today? Just today,
Just today.
not tomorrow. Could
This
be
one.
anything. Tomorrow, the Luna Park one.
My favorite record today. Today I've just been listening to the first Bad Brains album.
See,
That's my
Fa-
kid's favorite record, actually. Yeah.
It's
Good
a
kids
great
music, right?
Record, yeah.
It's great. Yeah, they're like, they love that record. Absolutely, I like it too. I mean, that was like,
There's.
yeah.
It's an amazing record. And your favorite record today?
Fuck, I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
I listened to Wolves in the Throne Room this morning.
Wolves in the Throne Room.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that in ages. Good tip for
Yeah, you
next
should
time.
listen to it. Yeah.
I'm just looking behind me, and Hugo's ready, and Abel's ready. Guys, Peking Lights Ambassade, thank you so much for being here,
Thank
talking
you
to
as
me,
well.
Thank
bringing
you.
records. We got to play some of them. Thank you to Alyssa for being my lovely assistant. Thank you, Red Light Radio, The Rest is Noise, and Dekmantel for broadcasting and hosting this session. And then enjoy the festival.
See
And
ya.
enjoy Abel, who's
Bon
going to play
voyage.
next.